Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Infinite Crypto Cruisers. Hey, everyone. My name is Brad Varnell. If this is your first time on the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel, welcome. Excited to have you here on this Wednesday morning Microcap Gems. It is 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here, just outside of Las Vegas. Sorry, I got a little bug in my throat. But man, I'm having a fantastic day. And the first thing that I wanted to do here real fast is I wanted to give a shout out to this project, Giveth. This is a project that I am talking about. And the gentleman that owns this project, Griff, wanted to make sure that I was legit, that I wasn't a scammer. And so I told him, hey, I tell you what, I'll give you a shout out tomorrow on my Crypto Gems live stream. And so I wanted to do that. The name of the project is called Giveth. I think it's got a lot of great synergy with the Agape project, although it doesn't have, unfortunately, it doesn't have a token on the Binance Smart Chain. It has bridges everywhere except for Binance. So I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate what he's doing with the Agape token. But this will at least prove to him that I am real. This is their website here, Giveth.io. And this is Griff himself down here, does a little introductory video here. This is Griff. And so anyways, Griff, man, if you are watching, hope you are having a fantastic day, my friend. And we will talk again soon. So with that, guys, what's going on? How's everybody doing today? We got ourselves a little bit of a pump in the crypto markets, huh? We got Bitcoin coming in at 121,155 right now. Ethereum is $4,673. Darn it. I got a tip on a trade to take a trade on Ethereum at 46.15, and I didn't get it in time. And then when I saw it, it was at about 46.35. And I decided to hold off, but the tip said that it was going to run probably up to a little over 4,800. So that would have been a nice little, about a 5% gain with 10%, with 10% leverage, 10x leverage, that would have been about a 50% overall ROI. Had I jumped in on the Ethereum trade, it might not be too late, but I haven't had a chance to really take a closer look at it. So hope everybody is doing fantastic this morning. Good morning, Daniel. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Dave P is in the house. Good morning, Dave. Hope you are doing fantastic. We got Rocky Vibes, Don E.T., Tulsa King, Vanish. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you are doing fantastic. I hope you noticed the trade yesterday, Vanish, that we were talking about. The Polygon trade that I did is up about 29%. And, after we looked at ICP, had we jumped on, oops, darn it, ICP. Had we jumped on ICP, you can see that we were talking about it yesterday at about $5.60, and it ran up to $5.90. So it would clearly be in some significant profit. I'm frustrated I didn't take that trade myself yesterday. I was going to throw in a 5x leverage trade, and then I got off the trader live stream and just got tied up and busy with life. And the next thing I know, here it is Wednesday morning, and I am talking to you guys again. But that ICP trade worked out well for you, Vanish, if you jumped into it. Nay and Jonah, good morning. Hope you are doing good. We got Roger the Alien. Good morning. All fine with me. Algorand Army. We got Young Buck. How's it going, Young Buck? Hope you are doing fantastic. Hope everybody here is having a fantastic day. With that, we got ourselves a token to look at. This is the winning token. Winning token for the last voting period for the Agape token. Sorry, I'm getting a little discombobulated. One of my dogs decided to lay down underneath my feet, and he keeps moving my camera. So anyways, we got Chromia here, one. It's number 589th on the market cap. You can see its original contract here was on Ethereum, but it has moved over, and you can buy the tokens on the Binance Smart Chain. Chromia is a layer 1 modular relational blockchain designed for building scalable and customizable decentralized applications. Chromia supports standalone applications, EVM interoperable layer 2 enhancements, and can serve as a decentralized infrastructure layer for data-intensive use cases such as AI, gaming, digital collectibles, and more. The CHR token launched in May of 2019, and the mainnet went live in 2024. So this token has had some experience. It's been, you can see here, all the way up to $1.49 in November of 2021, which was the peak of the last bull market pretty much. All-time low here back in 2020, you could have got it all the way down at 0.008. Holy smokes, look at that, guys. Under a penny to $1.50. So that's a solid 150x right there. And so those are the types of tokens that we are looking forward to trying to find on these microcap gem live streams. Now you can see it's got an $85 million market cap, so it's not a super microcap, but 85 million is still just getting started in crypto. If we go over here to its website, looks like chromia.com. Build brilliant. Chromia combines blockchain with relational databases for dApps with smarter features, fairer fees, and richer worlds. So I know one of the things that I like about this project is Crypto Bullseye, Keith from Crypto Bullseye, did a lot of research. And one of the things that he does with his community is he sets parameters up. So one of the things that he did with Chromia is, he wanted to find a coin that had below $100 million market cap, but was still something that looked like it was solid, that he could feel good about, telling his community about it. And so him and his community, they did a lot of research on a lot of different tokens. And I think they had 4 or 5 different tokens that they kind of were trying to decide which one they wanted to nominate through the Infinite Agape platform, and they chose Chromia. So just that, in talking with Keith, one of the things that is important to him is his integrity and promoting something to his consumers, to his community, that he can be proud to talk about and to share with them. So even though he is going to, pick up some Infinite Agape tokens for being the nominator, one of the things that's super important to him is to not nominate tokens that are junk just to win. Right now there's a lot of different competition going on and different things going on with the Agape token, but Crypto Bullseye has won, I think it's the last three nominations. And so in some ways, he could pretty much nominate any token, and he would probably win the vote as of right now. And that's cool. We're working on that. I love him. I appreciate all that he does. We've got a couple other influencers that are coming on board with the Agape token that I think are going to give Crypto Bullseye, give Keith a run for his money. But my point is that this token is probably a pretty solid token, and it might very well be a token that you want to take a closer look at and potentially put some of it into your portfolio. So I'll let you guys go down here through the website on your own. Hey, Tommy boy. Oh, Chris Farley here. For those of you that are too young to remember, Chris Farley was a comedian, just an incredibly funny guy. Unfortunately, he passed away at way too young. He was somewhere in his 30s, I believe, when he passed away. But super funny guy. I enjoy. He brings back a lot of memories. The movie Tommy Boy, the movie Beverly Hills Ninja. He was, he's been in a couple of Adam Sandler movies. Phil and Whitney, hey, thank you so much, man. Glad to be back. Had an amazing trip, but it feels good to be back here in the captain's chair and looking to make money, looking to create that financial freedom. These are, like right now here, this Polkadot trade has been a beautiful little trade, up 261%, $650 worth of unrealized profit there. And so definitely glad to be back also. With Chromia, where can we buy this thing? So it looks like you can buy it just about everywhere. You can get it on Binance, MEXC, WEEX, which we just had WEEX pulled up right here. I could buy it right through WEEX. So for those of you that haven't got a WEEX account yet, I would highly recommend grabbing a WEEX account through my link. Now the problem with that is I don't know where in the world my link is. I don't think it's in the description of this video. Let me see if I click on Reward Center. One of the things about buying a token on a that's not where I wanted to go. Anyways, I'll get the link here into the description of this video. Get that figured out for you guys. But in general, I would probably buy this. I'm assuming it's got to be on Uniswap, and it's probably on PancakeSwap for that matter too, because it has a Binance Smart Chain address. So if you do buy it on Binance or MEXC, or even if you come get a WEEX account, I would buy it and then I would get it transferred over to my private wallet, put it on my MetaMask wallet someplace safe. But yeah, you can see that you can buy it just about anywhere. Hey, Dave B says, good morning, everyone. Make sure to smash that like button. Yes, please. Hit that thumbs up, guys. For those of you that don't know, hitting that thumbs up button, obviously it's totally free to you, but a lot of you probably don't realize how important that is to the YouTube algorithm, and how important it is to getting this content shared out and in front of potential new viewers, people that can come support the channel, that can come support the Infinite Agape token, and do things that give people an opportunity to be a part of this amazing family. So every time you hit that like button, it's not a little thing. It seems so insignificant because it's so easy to do, so easy not to do. But I'm telling you, if we create a army of people that are used to hitting that like button right when these videos start, especially on live streams, because on the live streams, if people are hitting the like button, then the live stream continues to get promoted and pushed out organically to other people. So please hit that like button. Thanks for reminding everybody, Dave. And, back to you guys. So I mentioned it yesterday. The schedule for the upcoming live streams isn't totally official yet. There has been some schedule changes a little bit in my household. So I'm looking at maybe starting the live stream slightly sooner, a little bit later. Let me ask you guys, would you prefer, I know everybody's used to it being at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Would you guys prefer for it to start at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 hour later than it normally does? Or would you prefer, if I had to move it, to change it to 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 hour earlier? So let's do this. If you're a guy, if you're watching this and you would prefer to, if I had to move it, what's up? If I had to move, well, he's got it, he's laying there and he moved it. So, but it's still, it's reasonable, and I don't have it on full screen, so it's working, but it'll be fine. I'm just not going to go full screen with it. But anyways, so do me a favor in the chat. Would you prefer, if you would prefer me to move it an hour earlier and do it at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, throw a 1 in the chat. If you would prefer 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 1 hour later than it normally is, throw a 2 in the chat for me. I'm kind of curious. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm going to have to do what I have to do, and it might not get changed at all. Part of what I can do is I can shorten them up. And so I was talking a little bit about that yesterday too, that I think sometimes we get on a roll here and we go for, an hour and 5, hour and 8, hour and 20, hour and 40. And a lot of times it's not totally necessary. And I think that another great option would be to, just still do them at 9 a.m., but just everybody realize, hey, they're only going to be 30 to 40 minutes long rather than an hour and 20 hour and 2 hours. So, but I am kind of curious what you guys say here. We got 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is best, whatever suits you best. Dave is a 1. He would rather have it at 8. Lad Lewis would rather have it at 10. So it looks like it's, kind of a mixed bag with everybody. On that note, has anybody got a token that they would like to for me to take a quick look at? While I'm letting you guys throw in a token or two, it's 9:22 already. I do want to pull up. I haven't been talking about Infinite Agape as much lately. I kind of wanted to give you guys, oh, come on, dog. I kind of wanted to get seriously here. I wish you guys could see this. My puppy he's like sprawled out, laying on his back, legs up in the air, just as comfortable as can be, but he's got my camera just all. Come here, buddy. Come here. Hey, come here. Hey. I don't know why I call him a puppy. Holy smokes, look at this guy. Yeah, look at this guy. This is my Ruger right here. Yeah, he's not much of a puppy anymore. You guys remember when I could hold him in one arm and hide him from the camera? Yeah, I could hold him in one arm and hide him from the camera. Mwah. Oh, I love you. So, back to Infinite Agape, though. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I like it when I can see myself in there, but now I haven't talked about it as much. And, the reason for that was twofold. Part of it being a YouTuber here and feeling a responsibility to really help point you guys in the right direction of financial freedom. I didn't want to beat you over the head with my own token all day long, every single day. Obviously, I have incredible belief in this project. So for those of you that are newer to the channel, or for those of you that haven't jumped in, this token launched back on May 25th. It had a pretty good launch. It launched up to about a 3x. And so it went from 001 all the way up to about 00325. And then over the last couple of months, it has definitely retraced. And right now it's sitting back at its launch price of 001. And but the reason that I'm talking about it is I want you guys to understand that although I believe there is amazing long-term potential with this project, because, not to pat myself on the back, but because I am working on it. One of the things that a lot of people have complimented me on or talked to me about over the last, few weeks is the fact that this isn't a rug pull, that it's here to stay, that we're not giving up on it, that we're still working behind the scenes. We're still working hard on it. And so for those of you that may or may not quite totally believe in Infinite Agape, I would ask you to believe in me, because I'm not going anywhere. This is still pretty much my number one focus in life. Yeah, I got to get on here and do these live streams in the morning. And I want to, continue to help people create financial freedom. through other blockchain technologies. But once this computer gets turned off at 9:45 in the morning, a huge portion of the rest of my day is working on the Infinite Agape token and this incredible project. So in my opinion, it's an incredible entry right now, back at 001. See you later, son. Oh, not quite yet. Oh, you got, okay. Love you. Have a good day. At 001, guys, the initial market cap for this is a fully diluted market cap is only a little over 7 million. And right now, the initial market cap with the tokens that are out in circulation, it's really about a $75,000 market cap. And so this is a token where if you're looking for a risky play, I'm not going to tell you that anything's guaranteed. I'm pumping the pump. I'm talking to people. I'm getting this out in front of more people. I believe that we are going to hit a tipping point and that this thing is going to explode. But if you want a risky play, something that has the potential to do, 100 or 500 or 1,000x, I don't know if this is the play, but I know that from an outsider looking in, if I was just looking at a project and I wanted to find a project that had good owners, that had good hearts, that had good intentions, and that had a good product. If you don't think the Infinite Agape product is good, then don't invest in it. But I think we came up with a massive idea here. And one of the points that I'm trying to make, and although I'm taking a long time to do it, is that, in my opinion, if you were to go out and buy $77 worth of Infinite Agape tokens, and you just throw them away, like let's just say that instead of getting 77,000 tokens, or however many, I think it's 77,000 tokens, something like that would be $77. Instead of getting the 77,000 tokens, the tokens just got locked in a wallet, and you never even got the $77 worth of tokens. How valuable would this project be to you? And I guess my point is, I think it would be pretty valuable, because every 2 weeks you get a new project on your radar, like this Chromia project that just won a couple of weeks ago. Before this project won last week, the last voting period, it was Floki that won the vote. And you can see here over the course of the last few days, last 30 days, Floki up 23%. Another one that won the nomination and the vote and that people got was PancakeSwap. PancakeSwap was $2.15. It's now $2.92. Now, I also understand that it is altcoin season, that a lot of those altcoins are gonna do amazing things. But my point is, you could have made up the $77 just by voting for the right token a few times. So every time that people have voted for the right token, the people that voted for PancakeSwap got $97 in PancakeSwap. The people that voted for Floki got $25. The other token that got voted for was Polkadot, because it's got a branch, it's got a Binance Smart Chain contract address, so Polkadot was nominated and won. The Polkadot voters got $50. So right now you're looking at, Crypto Bullseye has won the last 3 votes, and the people that got in and voted for the projects he nominated have won $100 or more, $100 worth of tokens. So even if you bought $77 worth of this token and you didn't get to keep the tokens, in my opinion, it would be a good place for your money. And that's why I think this is going to have some massive, massive long-term success, is because how often, I don't really know of almost any other cryptocurrency token project where you can go buy the token, and if you lost access to the token, and no matter how much that token became worth, you couldn't realize the profit, it was still going to be more valuable. And so that's, once again, my point is, whether you spend 77 to become a voter or spend 777 in order to become a nominator, the nominators get $500 worth of value every 2 weeks ish. So folks, in my opinion, this is a great place to put a few bucks, to go buy $100 worth of tokens and see what happens. Because the good news is that you get to do the voting every 2 weeks. You get to win. If you pick the right token, you get to win that value every 2 weeks. And fortunately, you don't have to just give up your tokens. You would get, 100,000 tokens at that, for your $100, you would get 100,000 tokens. If this thing goes up, 10x to 1 cent, you've turned that into 1,000. If it goes up 100x to 10 cents, you've turned your $100 into $10,000. So I believe that the risk reward is pretty substantial. Now, once again, this is not financial advice. You guys got to do your own research, do your own due diligence, get into the Telegram group, talk to some of the other people. There's a bunch of people here that have won, several votes. I know that Mr. Vanish has been a part of and won multiple votes. Tulsa King, I had a quick question. I was a winning voter this round. Will we get Chromia or Agape tokens? Keep up the great work. That's a good question. I haven't 100% decided what it's going to be yet. I will be paying it out tonight, though, Tulsa King. So before the end of the day, you will have one or the other in your wallet. I would prefer to give you guys Chromia tokens, but it might end up having to be infinite Agape tokens for this particular voting round. But good question. And, so I'm still in between on that and trying to figure it out. So later on tonight, I'll make the announcement in the Telegram group once I've paid everybody and we've made and we've got this round covered. But thank you for asking. And definitely a great question, definitely on my mind. Either way, it's great for you guys. If you get the Chromia tokens, fantastic. If you get the infinite Agape tokens, it works out pretty good here. Let me see here. We need some more nominators. The price is really undervalued. I absolutely agree. I'm not quite sure why more people aren't stepping up and putting the $777 into becoming a nominator. But I agree with you. We definitely need more nominators, and that's part of what I am doing as, the owner, one of the founders, the co-founder of this project. Is I am out there beating the street, making phone calls, talking to people, explaining to them what we're doing here, and getting people, on board and trying to get a group of people. We should have 10, 20, 50 more nominators than we do right now, but we are getting there. We're getting there. It's slowly growing. This last nomination period, I was on vacation for 10 days of the 2 weeks, and so I noticed that we didn't get quite as many nominated tokens, and we didn't get quite as many voters either. So that's kind of an interesting thing about this token, guys. Good and bad. When I'm around and I'm able to remind people. So I know a lot of the people that owns the $777 worth of tokens. I know a lot of them. And so I will be texting them and reminding them and saying, hey guys, the nomination period is getting ready to, be over here in 24 hours. Make sure you get your nomination in. Same thing even with the voting, reminding people to vote. I noticed even on Crypto Bullseye in his Discord, there was a guy that that forgot to vote. He had a guaranteed win pretty much and just managed to forget to vote. Had 48 hours to vote, and yet he forgot to vote. And it's not that uncommon. So, one of the good things about this project is that, people need to engage and stay on top of what's going on. But one of the challenging things with this project is life comes up. People go on vacation. Kids get sick. A lot of different things can happen that will cause people to kind of take a break and disengage for short periods of time. And when that happens, the numbers went down a little bit lower. So I didn't see anybody throw any tokens in here for me to take a look at. So I'm going to pop off of here fairly quickly. But before I do, I want to show you guys. I know that I've talked about this project a lot before, but I would highly recommend that all of you go take a closer look at Dimitra. Right now, it's been beaten all the way down to, it's been beaten all the way down to about 1.6 cents. You can see here just back in December, it was all the way up at over 12 cents. And it's done much, much better. Its all-time high was $6 right after it launched during the ICO craze phase. But if we go even out to this max chart and you look all the way down, say in here, back in February of 2022, it was still 46 cents, and then I think it was here, right here in March of 2024, so we're a little over a year ago. This is showing it at 24 cents. And so I do think that when you're looking for tokens that have the potential to, do a 25, 50, 100x, this is super, super high up on my radar. It's got some great exchanges. It's on MEXC, it's on KuCoin. And I just invite you to go take a look at their website and look at their utility. So Dimitra has some unbelievable utility, in my opinion. And not only is it incredible utility, but it's also incredible the way that they're changing small farmers' lives and what they're doing across the world with ag tech and AI in farming, which increases yield, reduces cost, mitigates risk, and it increases compliance. And it says here, every smallholder farmer, regardless of economic status, should be able to benefit from simple, beautiful, and useful technology, because when farmers thrive, economies thrive. John Trask, the CEO of Dimitra. So that would be a token that I would highly recommend all of you take a close look at. If you don't have any Dimitra in your, speculative, lower market cap bag, I would highly recommend, considering it. Right now, it's at a $10 million market cap. I honestly think that this is a $1 billion project myself, guys. I've met John Trask multiple times in person. I've interviewed him. We've been on the phone. He's actually helped me out with the Infinite Agape token and answered some questions. And so I really have a special place in my heart for the Dimitra token. So if you haven't, it did get nominated erroneously, Roger. So one of the things, the person that nominated Dimitra didn't realize that it didn't have a contract on the Binance Smart Chain. So I was glad Dimitra didn't win, because I wasn't going to be able to honor that and pay the person had it won. So it was the very first voting round, the very first one that we did, and it slipped through the cracks. We've got it fixed now. And anyways, but yeah, it did get nominated. But unfortunately, I can't. I wish it had a Binance Smart Chain contract address, because I would love to collaborate with John, maybe do a little bit of a airdrop to some of his token holders and some things. And that's something else that we've got going on, folks. There's all sorts of things in the background. I think I do got to get running, but I think that one of the things that I would like to do here in the very near future is maybe schedule a Zoom call and kind of do a little bit of an update, do a little bit of a state of the union, and kind of show you guys what's going on behind the scenes, so that you know the steps that we're taking as an Infinite Agape team to continue to move this project forward and to help all of our investors. I mean, it's super important to me that you guys are making money with this project. And still to this day, guys, I can look you right in the eye here on the camera and tell you that I've never sold one token. And believe me, there's been a few times when it's been tempting, but I don't want to do anything that could possibly derail the project or hurt the project, make you guys think that I'm giving up on it. I don't think, you know, as an owner and a co-founder, following the schedule that we put out, you know, we put out the team tokens and how often they get distributed and all of that. I mean, theoretically, if I sold the team tokens that I had, it wouldn't be a whole lot of money. It'd be a few $1,000s. But there's there's times where a few $1,000s in my life could definitely make, make things a little bit smoother. My point is that not only have I not sold any tokens, I've bought probably $6,000 or $7,000 worth of tokens out of my own pocket because I believe in this project, and I'm down just like you guys are. Like, I want to say that the $6,000 or $7,000 that I've spent on tokens are probably worth maybe $1,500 to $2,000 right now. I was buying tokens when it was 002. You guys probably don't know this, but like back in the beginning, one of the things that we do is we have these mechanisms that, 1% for the liquidity pool, 1% for the rewards, 1% for the charities, and so on and so forth. Well, that builds up in Agape token, and then it has to get sold onto the charts to turn it into USDT. Well, in the beginning, we had a situation where $1,500 worth of Agape got sold onto the chart because of this mechanism, and we had to dial it in, and we got it changed now to where it roughly happens every time $50 to $100 worth of Agape buildup. Now that sell happens, so it doesn't really affect the chart. But this was early on, so there was a $1,500 sell, and it was because of our wallet, our distributor wallet. And so I went back in personally, and I bought $1,500 worth of tokens that day at the absolute peak. That was it when it was at over 003. So that $1,500 that I bought can help the chart, because I didn't think it was fair to you guys to have that hit the chart. For those of you that were buying the token, that $1,500 is worth about $500 for me right now, but I'm not worried about it. It's not that big of a deal. So with that, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you that that typed in the word give. Do me a favor, after this video is over, go type the word give in just the regular comments, guys. Type the word give. I'm going to go back through and pick out a couple of winners and give away $50 worth of infinite Agape tokens. So in order to qualify for that giveaway of the infinite Agape tokens, I gotta get out of here. I was supposed to be off of here about 8 minutes ago, and now it's 43 after. So I got to run. I don't have time to do the traditional giveaway, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a fantastic, amazing rest of your day, and we will talk to you again very, very soon. #give on the actual comment section of this video, not on this live stream. Go comment give on the actual video. And those of you that haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. I will announce the winners tomorrow. God bless. Have a great day. We will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.